Yay.
Record. All right. Welcome, everyone. Today, I have a new friend of mine, Viktoriia. Viktoriia is a speaker and energetic time management expert, as well as an online marketing strategist who helps female entrepreneurs do the right things at the right time based on their natural and unique rhythms and flow. So she's helped hundreds of entrepreneurs get more done in a day, and she's given them her purposeful calendar technology. And she's developed this system through working with clients for over 10 years. And she personally holds multiple certifications in mindset and physicality. And she specializes in marketing, holistic health, brain kinesiology, Cosmo Energy Healing, Neuroscience, and a lot of other long and fancy sounding words. And today she's here to share with us how we can make better decisions in our business and marketing strategy, again, based on ourselves. What a beautiful strategy, Viktoriia. Like, let's look inward instead of outward, right?
Yes, absolutely. Hi, I'm super excited to be here with you, everybody.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. And I always like to just ask, what brought you here? So, were you the second grade student who thought to herself, someday I'm going to teach entrepreneurs energy techniques and marketing strategy, or how did you get to this place you're at now?
Yes, I just saw it in a dream. No, I'm kidding. That will be so much easier if you can find your purpose. Just, find like somebody telling you, oh, here is it. And you're like, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But that's not reality for most of us, right? It's all about taking daily actions, trying different things, and learning about ourselves more. So I am from Russia originally, and so you can hear my accent. I live in Los Angeles in United States about 70 years. I came here for work. I always wanted to make money. As society will tell us, look, you got to make money, buy this things, travel here, travel there, and you will be set for life. You will be just happy and that will makes you fulfilled. As I got a job and working my, value ladder and really hustling a lot, I got the job in New York where I used to work for a very successful entrepreneur and helping to manage his time and do the project management. And I was very successful at it. But one day I realized I was not having life that I wanted to because secretly I had the depression. I felt miserable. I didn't know what is it. I didn't even know what was the depression even called before that. And that time I realized, okay, I gotta do something different with my life. Like, where am I not speaking my truth? Where am I holding myself back? And I heard clearly at that time, you are off purpose. I thought to myself, all right, like, let me find that purpose, right? I achieved so much success in the business, on the work, or whatever. I can find that purpose. Like, what is it? Another task to do, another task to get done. So I quit my job. I decided to follow my biggest value, which I call bravery, and be courageous, be contagious. And I thought, okay, leaving a job, looking for my life purpose, finding, living it. Not how it goes. Again, as I said, it's after a year, I was looking for my purpose. I realized I had even worse. I got to the stage where I felt even worse because I couldn't find it. And
Yeah, it's almost
that
like,
is the worst.
ignorance is bliss, right? When it's like, wow, like I'm depressed and unset and not happy, and I'm going to blame my job and the weather. But then when you realize that it's like up to you to make yourself feel better and you're not on purpose, then I found that too. It's just like way harder to be in that space when you have to take responsibility. You just don't know exactly how to move
You
forward.
don't even know exactly where to start.
Yeah.
It was crazy because I thought I was so successful, but when I decided, okay, what can I offer to the world? I realized I have no skills. Like, I have not really tangible skills that I can measure because I've been always it's so intangible, manage other people tasks and things in life, and it's very valuable, but it's so amazing in life and entrepreneurship. Like you can manage everything and pull it all together, which is my jam, is just to really see from the bird's eye view and pull this thing together and manage people.
Yeah, I
And
want to pause there because I think people listening really resonated with what you just said of like, okay, so I know I need to do something different or I want to be my own boss, but I don't have anything to offer. I've been a school teacher. I can't take that online, which in 2020 we now know is just not true, right? Like you can teach online. But I think that it's really important what you're saying here is to move from I don't have anything to offer to looking at your experiences as strengths. Whether it was just
yeah,
working in an office space, you learn something in those places. And setting up a business or becoming your own boss is really just about being one step ahead of other people. So you kind of glossed over that you found a realization of where your strengths were and that you did know things that other people didn't know. And I think that's really key for others to hear.
for sure, for sure. You gotta, well, when you're just starting out with, when I quit my job, I thought I have no skills. But when I started to look deeper and taking like assessments, and it really helped. It did help. I started to look, okay, where am I? Like, what does the universe tell me? Because I've always been spiritual. And I believe that they're like, we coming here with the blueprint. We just gotta like uncode it. And the birthday, which I'll talk a little bit more about later with the purposeful calendar, it's like birthday, it's your numerological code that you are coming here with. And that's the piece of information that you have since you're born. But many people underutilize that, which we're going to come back. So long story short, I was looking for my life purpose. I couldn't find it. And then I realized, okay, if I just focus on one day, I want to just focus on today. I'm so tired. At that moment, I was 1 month in my New York, Columbus Circle, Central Park apartment, not even leaving outside and not seeing people. I was just sleeping for 16 hours and not really feeling anything. I wanted to just numb my feelings, close my eyes, go to sleep, wake up, eat, go to sleep back. And that was my month already routine. And then I was like, okay, this is not working. I need to change that. I don't care what my purpose is. I wanted to know what the purpose of this day will be today. And started from taking daily actions toward, well, first of all, I had a lot of errands to run after 1 month and a lot of different things. So I got myself out, I went out, and really the mindset shift that I did, it's what is the purpose of today? And that how move forward a year and a half back. After that, I moved to Los Angeles and found my company, which is called Purposeful Day, where we believe if you find that purposeful one day, today, if you master that one day, your life become automatically purposeful.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is how everything works, right? It's one small step at a time. And so, yeah, and it's so easy in today's social media world to compare your day 327 to somebody's day 3027, right? And so we have to be able to look at the fact that yes, you can get to that 7-figure business and that beach house, but like not tomorrow, and like I talk to my clients all the time about running the marathon when it comes to a business. And there's always going to be a different race and a different way to train and like that next mile, but we have to, put one foot in front of the other.
It's not a sprint. Yeah. It's like, it's not a sprint. It's not, there's no start and it's just like continuing growth and marathon and absolutely wonderful comparison. And most important, it's right when I started the business and I started over 5 businesses, I still wasn't giving up on finding what really my soul want. What is the mission that I came here with? So I started over 5 different businesses like app, health, and oh my God, chocolate. I made a chocolate. It was so good though, but I gained so much weight. So I decided this is not for me. And anyway, there was a lot of different like starting. And then, I started and I don't know if like, I don't really have enough passion to keep pushing through like the whatever obstacles come on. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to change it. Like, I'm going to find something else. And my girlfriend at the time, I'll call her and I will tell her, oh my God, I know what I want to do. I want to open this yoga studio. And she's like, okay, what's next? And this is one going to be the one. And I was like, yes, this is the one. And then I'll call and change it. And I started to feel embarrassed, like honestly, to call my friend and tell like my fourth idea, my fifth idea.
Yeah.
And I felt like, okay, I'm saying something and I'm really not following through, but something inside of me were just telling, no, like keep going, like keep searching.
Yeah. I mean, action is what brings clarity, right? And I mean, YouTube started as a dating website 2 decades ago. Yeah. YouTube was like, you upload you, and people are going to find you on this tube and want to date you.
Tube body.
Right.
That is funny.
Yeah, like the first video uploaded was some guy at a zoo, like talking about who he was looking for in a partner. So I gotta
find some videos about it. That sounds really interesting. I want to see the first YouTube videos. Interesting. They're on the internet.
Right. And I think it's really important for us as entrepreneurs to keep this in mind, again, because we can compare to the person who has it figured out and has been doing the same business for 5 or 10 years. And I can totally relate because I've gone to my family with, I'm doing network marketing. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm working for a startup. I'm a life coach. I'm working for a different startup. And it's challenging for people who aren't purpose driven to understand that the facade of your storefront is going to change. Entrepreneurship is evolution. And it's not just that we set up our chocolate shop and we have chocolate for the next 35 years, right? We are all evolving. And so of course, what we're passionate about and what we want to offer is going to evolve. And so I just want to say that to my former self and other people who are like, oh, why can't I just be happy with what I'm doing? Yeah. You're evolving. Let that be part of the process.
Yes, absolutely. But I truly believe there is a mission that we came here and we're living at. We like the ultimate purpose is to help other people. Like, and everybody say that, but nobody knows, like not a lot of people knows how they actually do it. And your way is to find how. What gives you the most joy in how you are serving others. And it might be coaching, and it might be healing, and it might be giving, I don't know, selling a product, but you must feel fulfilled. And we do have, if you guys know what's a human design is, we do have this imprinted at our DNA. We do have that on our birthday, and that's why it's so important. And when I was starting all these 5 businesses, the most but the most challenge that I've experienced, it was my time management. And that is funny because I've been managing time of a billionaire, you know, and I was like, I can't manage my time. I don't know, like this is wrong. This is just not working for me. And all my coaches will tell me, okay, you got to plan on Sunday. You got to sit down, plan your week so you know what you're doing so you don't waste your time. And I'll do it one day. Another day, I don't feel like doing it. I'll plan on Monday. But when I will open my notebook, right, and sit down, okay, what is it now? I'm doing, I don't know, content creation. I'll be, okay, starting. Nothing. Nothing. I don't know. It's just doesn't come to me today.
Who can relate to that, right?
Like, do you feel it this too?
Yeah. I think so many people can relate to it because again, it goes
no, I've planned it, I've sat down, and it's like nothing freaking happened. Like you're just empty. And then another day I'll be just on the calls nonstop doing interviews or sales calls. And then just idea will keep coming, but I just don't have time to write them down and I'll lose them. So I started to question, like, this is the time. It's just something wrong. And you know, guys, it's not like something wrong with the time, but I had this inside feeling that something wrong, like in the world with the time that we've created. It was just so much bigger in me. And I had so much frustration, even like choosing a color at that moment, like in a couple of months in the morning. And that never happened to me. But I know why now, because my body was just pushing me toward my dream, toward my purpose, not my dream, but toward the actual purpose that I'm here to live. And my teacher came into my life and shared with me a system that I am here to share with you today, which is PurposeFULL Calendar, which is so It's just such a big mindset shift, but it's just so needed in this world for those who are starting a businesses and not feeling it creating content when I was on Monday at 2 or Sunday, at 10. And Purposeful Calendar is a 9-day system that is based on your unique birthday. So you get to live with your unique energy. And it's changing every day, every month, and every year. And it applies to the year, month, and a day. And it's a 9 cycle. So I started, to question once I've learned the system, and I've learned that system even before I've been kind of questioning, okay, what is the week? What is the month? But once I learned it, I started to question, okay, where does the 7 days a week came from? Like, does anybody know? If you know, put it in a comment, because I assure you, it's absolutely not my creation. And it's Ford, dear Ford, created this cycle of 5-2. We had a lot of different cycles, but this one was just accepted somewhere in the middle of 1950s or 80s. And it just said, okay, you guys, like 5 days, it's good. People seems like to work, not like burn themselves out. They're okay. And we'll give them a 1 day of off and 1 day to go to the church. And that will give them hope and faith to go and gain on Monday, come back to work and produce results for us, for the big corporations. So that is just ridiculous, because have you ever felt like, I don't want to work on Monday, and another Sunday you're like, I just feel so much energy to work and do something today? I've done that many times.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this in another conversation we had, but I definitely feel like if I work full days, by Wednesday, I'm like, why is it not Friday yet? And I mean, I could sing you the days of the week song that I know in multiple languages, because it has been indoctrinated in us that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Right?
And it actually started from astrological standpoint. In Babylonian time, we had the only could see so far with the telescopes that were at that time available, so far as the 7 planets. So they decided there's a 7 days a week, which we know now it's not true, because we have more sophisticated telescopes, but we're still living it. And us, the humans created it. I mean, there was other systems like Mayans, calendars, and it's a little bit more correct. It's, like not Soviet Union. I don't know exact the translation to the world, but there is a different calendars that are more succinct in the nature, with the nature periodicity, which we got to correct year, months, and a day, but the week it's not working. And I've hearing so much. Do you have a friend who quit their job and they say, I just want to control my schedule? Or if you're the one, just also that is totally normal, because that's what I wanted to do. I work 24/7, 366. And I said, I just want to be on my own schedule. Like, I can get done work at night. It doesn't matter if I feel urged to do so, but I wanted to control my own schedule.
Yeah. Yeah. And this comes back to like the listening to yourself. So if you're feeling like, why can't I just like get through the week, or, why can't I be content? Or, for me, I've had these limiting beliefs of like, I just must be a brat because I don't like to work 40 hours a week. I don't like that structure. But I think it's really important for us to, again, give ourselves this grace and this liberty to listen to that and make decisions based not on what we've been doing for 200 years because Gerald Ford said, but for what works for us. And this is true across, like you're talking about time management. This is true for how you do marketing. There's not like a one post schedule that everyone has to do. This is not one sales process for everyone. And so I love that you're bringing awareness and shedding light on this individualization of being. Yes, in business, yes, in your schedule, yes, in your marketing, but there is no one size fits all to even the calendar, the days of the week, people.
You guys have a different moods because you have different energies today. And it just can't be possible if everybody will follow the same structure in the world. Like, isn't that crazy? Like how we can fit all under the same umbrella. It's not possible. It's
Mm-hmm.
just we have different moods, we have different energy, we have different cycles. And women, we also very connected with the moon cycle. We are so connected, all people connected, but the woman, very connected. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah.
So make sure, in purposeful calendar, it's a 9-day system, and it's every day. It's a cycle of mostly of a balance. And I'll tell you, the first till seventh, it's very familiar to us. Like we're starting from the root chakra, which is go, 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 do. We're ending at the 7 days a week, which is seventh. It's a Sunday. It's like we go, and it's a faith. It's all about faith and believing in something bigger or yourself, whatever you choose. And do you see what the cycle in this world right now is ending? It's like you getting idea, you start doing it, you giving some time, then you capture another idea, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do another thing, and then just keep moving. And people are just in this cycle of seven cycles. But once you learn what's the others two, which is eighth one, it's abundance. It's all about abundance and unexpected money, or the fruits of whatever you created from first till seventh cycle. And then once you stay long enough, and you can totally relate, there's so many gurus, teachers that teach this, you gotta stay long enough on whatever you're doing to see the fruits. You can't just switch ideas. And on the 9 day, you actually gotta complete the cycle. You got to clean everything that is now no longer serves you. It's a kind of reset. If it's not ending, that then it's a reset of what is not working. So then you can start, implement again from the first day what's working and what needs to get done, which is all about do and be leadership. So do you see where a lot of people got caught up on the first till seven, because it's so deeply conditioned in us, and nobody tells us there isn't two others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I love this. And again, it goes back to like finding your flow as you say it. So I know we've talked about how to identify where each of us land. So talk to us a little bit about how we use our birth date to sink in to this rhythm.
But yes, there is a formula that I teach in my workshop in the course. And I was doing one for Hanna the other day, and she is in, oh, if I just remember, are you in your fourth year?
Yeah. Fourth year.
Yes, the
Yeah.
fourth year, 6th month.
And I think yesterday was also my 6th day. So today
Yeah,
is
so
my
today it's
7th.
a 7 day.
Yeah.
So she's her fourth year, and the fourth means, and all you can go guys and grab the old description of all of the days in the freebie that we're going to share with the link under that episode.
Yep.
It's a purposeful day.com//BD formula. So you can see in all the description. So the fourth year means that she is in a year where she can get done a lot of stuff, a lot. She will have a lot of more energy. She will wanted to organize everything, kind of put everything on the shelves with her life, with the people, with the business, with everything. It will be just natural urge. And in the 6 months, it's all about paying more attention to what her body wants, to herself, to be more egoistic and selfish. And that is okay to be in 6 months. And the sixth cycle, which could be a year, a day, and a month. And if you're not going to do this, life will necessarily create some challenges in order for you to stop and actually take time for yourself. So I always say, make sure you get things done, get things for yourself on the 6 months, on the sixth cycle.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so empowering to have that clarity. We talked about at the beginning how when you're living in naivete, when you don't know why you are depressed or why you can't get yeses on sales calls, or like there's just no meaning or no reason and everything is random and coming at you, it's really challenging to be optimistic or get ahead. And I love that this tool that you're sharing, Viktoriia, helps give some context, helps us have some explanation for why some days are better sales days and some aren't. And then when you can sink into that and start to use it for your purpose, imagine the results that are on the other side of this 9-day cycle.
Yes, there is a better day to sell, there is a better day to play, and there is a better day to just sit down and study wherever you need to cut up. And that is important because I love the power of one intention, one thing for a day. And I teach in my productivity courses, it's, you got to have this flow time uninterrupted, 90 minutes in the morning, or 3 hours if you want to take 2 times and do the break, but have one thing done for the day that it will make this day just an exceptional and purposeful, extraordinary day that you will feel achieved in the morning. And that's then do whatever you want. And that system gives you that one purpose, this one focus where you can be focused in and feel supported with from the universe as well. Also, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. Did you have
You were
another?
going to say something. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'm with you.
Yes. And I lost the thought. It's okay.
All right. Yeah, no, I think it's really important for people to take this and integrate it for themselves personally. So we'll make sure that definitely you can access Viktoria's freebie to find what year, what month, and what day you're in. And I can tell you, this has absolutely been spot on for me. This is a year that I've really taken my business to the next level. You might call it selfish, but like Viktoriia said, in order to get what you want, you have to help enough other people. And I've had the energy to grow it, especially this month. And then, kind of tapping into the days, of course, brings more ease to the week, and notice and looking that like not every day has to be amazing content and sales and coaching and all the things you're trying to cram in. But really looking at this in a longer marathon perspective is so powerful for service providers, especially.
Yes.
So
And that's why you wanted to have a clarity, because clarity will give you that peace and that balance. Because as entrepreneurs, we wanted to just do as much as we can, but it's not the case. Sometimes you got to take a step back, and your body will tell you, because if you are doing something that is not aligned with your energy, you start experience that, oh, like I don't want to do it. And you start to build up this resistance and energy, and your body just in the stress. You can't get done when you start anything. Like your chemicals in the brain is just, you're not going to get things done in the right way. And I will tell you, when I apply the system on my past and just look it through my lifetime, I realized that I quit my job in the ninth year. I finished the cycle, and that was what's supposed to happen. But for me, it was such a like shock. I thought that I was set in stone. And that's why, that was a lot of big transitions, because when you're not clear, not ready for those shifts and changes, yeah, your body's just like, you can't take it.
yeah, and we've all felt that
Hard.
resistance and that contrast, whether it's the day-to-day cycle or the annual cycles. We've talked about a few times that each of us have been frustrated. And I hear so often from coaches that exactly what Viktoriia talked about earlier, that like, okay, I'm supposed to be doing content, but I really don't want to. I know I have to. And like that energy is never productive, right? So if you guys are listening to this live, yeah, I do just want to mention that I am hosting a webinar this Thursday where I'm going to give you content that you can integrate into these cycles, right, into your schedule, so that you don't have to rely on inspiration or a time block anymore, but you have both, the energetic system that Viktoriia is talking about, as well as the tactical content that you can literally like copy, paste, and implement. So if you're interested in that, we'll make sure there are links for that webinar on Thursday if you're listening live. And then Viktoriia, we dropped your freebie here in the show notes, but where else can people, continue this conversation with you?
Yes, they can find me on Instagram, Viktoriia with a K and double I at the end, Miracle, or find me anywhere online under purposefulldate.com.
PurposeFULL, FULL day.com. I definitely hope people take advantage so that you can get more clarity and align with, your marketing and business strategy in those feel good ways that we are all about here. So friends, I'll be back next week with another inspiring guest that will help you make your dream life your real life.